Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/TrooperBarry, and welcome to night 3 of our coverage of the Choose Wisely Festival, hosted by the good folks at Studio Afterwa. That's right, the festival of games with branching narratives continues. Apologies for the unscheduled break last night. OBS was doing OBS things, as it is wont to do. But we're back. And our coverage continues tonight, starting with Artificial Selection. It is a visual novel from Kigyodev. The basic idea is kind of a mystery / escape room visual novel. Set in the far future where the death penalty is even more widespread than it is now, if you can believe that. And we have got a group of 14 accused criminals who, I guess, have to get along if they don't want to die. It sounds like a one of those reality TV shows, except for the whole death penalty thing. Hello, Goofy. How goes it? How did your professor like your project? Were you a stain on the memory of Frank Gehry, as you were so worried you would be? Okay. Let's check our settings here real quick. Okay. All seems fine. Okay, got those. Graphics, I'm not gonna worry about those. They do have ample content warnings here. Oh, jeez. And you can filter out the romance, the dirty jokes, and the gore, but I mean, why would we do that? Okay, so under active development, worked on with love and care by a tiny team. New story content is added to the beta every 1 to 2 months. Okay, I'm not. Actually, let me see. Which this is the 0.7.4 demo. Okay. Oh, he didn't come to class, and he didn't tell you. Surprise! Someone just went, "Oh, and Alonzo isn't coming," and he wasn't. He was traveling. Oh, you Europeans and your wacky ways. Well, that's kind of a surprise. So, what, you're just going to do the whole thing later? Or is someone else going to review your project? Okay, yeah, there's your beta. Oh, yeah, they might be, for the backers, might get to play the beta. Okay, well, hey, we're here for the demo. The demo is available on Steam. Oh, I should say, the Steam page does not list a release date. It is TBA, so you jump in and check out the demo for yourselves if you like what you see. But hey, let's jump in and see what this. Okay, yeah, here. So the demo, you got a couple options. You got the quick demo, which is the introduction. Contains one escape room. I think the estimated play time for that is an hour. Or you got the whole thing. The entire first round is more than 10 hours long. And that is a considerable amount of time for a demo. Unfortunately, I still got like a dozen or so games on my plate for the demo, or for the festival. So, with apologies to the Kigyodev folks, we're gonna go with the quick demo, just to get a taster for what artificial selection is about. You're gonna review it Monday? Okay. Well, I guess so. You have time. You have time to touch things up, I guess, if you need to. But I imagine you're just ready. You're ready to go. Okay. We have Saiva. Oh! Feeling that something is very wrong, I sit up in my bed and look around my room. It seems my instincts were right. It's not my bed. I'm not in my bed, and this definitely isn't my room. Where the hell am I? How did I get here? Did I crash into a random stranger's house? No, I didn't go partying last night. I never do. Then where else could I be? Suddenly, the bed doesn't feel comfortable anymore. I stand up, examining my surroundings to find more answers. Maybe I passed out in the street and a kind passerby carried me to their place? But judging by the lack of personal belongings lying about, nobody seems to be living here. It looks like a hotel room. Now what the hell is going on? Is this a dream? Am I still asleep? As I draw my hands towards my face, I notice they're shaking. Don't worry, this is all be over soon. The Tremandi is just being buggy or something. Phone company trying to sell you Wi-Fi. Yeah, oh yeah. They're always upselling. I think that's just the telcos here do the same thing. Everyone's got sales figures to meet. But the deal. But I don't want it. But a deal. But I don't want it. But a deal. I take a deep breath and pinch my cheeks. Nothing happens. Okay, I've never actually done that in a dream before, so I should have seen that coming. But just because I'm awake doesn't mean I have to face reality. Ooh, there's a big mood. No matter how I ended up here, it's time for me to leave. If the one who brought me here didn't even bother to leave a note, then I am under no obligation to excuse myself, right? I can just walk out of here. A weirdly large amount of power for the note, but okay. I head to the door next to the bed and grip the handle, but I can't even push it down properly. It's locked. That can't be good. It's like, ooh, where in Spain do you live? And it's like, Madrid, no, Barcelona. She's like, ooh, how long? Okay. So she tried to give you the hard sell first, and then she wanted to establish a rapport. That's the opposite of how that's supposed to work. Out of nowhere, the TV lights up, there with big, bright letters. The screen unmistakably reads, For Saiva. How do they know my name? I mentally slap myself for being so paranoid. The answer is obvious. The one who found me probably checked my wallet and found my ID on the way. But thinking about my wallet made an entirely different fear well up inside me. My jacket feels suspiciously non-heavy. I check my pockets to investigate further. Not only my wallet, but my keys, my phone, even my paper tissues, both used and unused, ooh, dude, come on, are missing. What? My tissues! As I look down on my chest, something entirely different catches my attention. Oh, why am I wearing all this? Where are my PJs? Did my kidnapper change my clothes while I was unconscious? For what possible reason? My brain is tired of cooking up answers. It's confused, creeped out, and feeling utterly defeated. Can someone just tell me what's going on? My gaze drifts back to the TV screen. Of course. The For Saiva doesn't feel threatening anymore. In fact, it now has a calming effect. I just have to watch this and everything will make sense. Our Saiva is very trusting. I gently tap the screen. I'm Vanagloria! I'm Tristidia. And welcome to Purgatory! Well, you're not the construct of hell you might or might not believe in. But as far as society is concerned, you're dead. Dead? What you've done would normally not be forgiven, but because we're so very, very generous. We answered your pleas and are giving you a second chance. You can try and prove you deserve to be alive. You, Saiva, have committed the sin of wrath. Shame on you. make you realize your mistakes. We give you a companion who is just like you. You and her, Afera, make up Team Wrath. Socializing is difficult when you're all angry and grumpy, right? Well, depends on the socializing. We want you to change that, so you should befriend as many people as possible. And since we're super considerate, we put 14 sinners in here in total. That way you're bound to find someone you can get along with. But before you can meet them, you'll first need to exit your rooms. This will turn out to be more difficult than you'd ordinarily expect. Don't worry though, it's supposed to be a fun exercise for you and your sinmate. Studies have shown that solving an escape room together is an excellent team-building activity. Studies have shown that? I thought that was merely our hypothesis. Come on, don't be like that. You know what I mean. No, I will be like that. You should not be spreading blatant misinformation. Oh, who's going to stop me? I can say whatever I want. I'll give you another one. Studies have also shown that you got a stick up your butt. That is not true. No study has shown that. And I strongly advise you not to use such profane language in front of our subjects. Profaned? Seriously? Butt isn't a bad word. Maybe stick is. Well, it most certainly isn't a nice word either. Hey, Brady B. Welcome in. How you doing? I hope you are willing to lower yourself to watching these non-French video games, because I know French, everything is French now. Well, I think it's great. But. See? If I wasn't allowed to say that, it would have been censored by now. I suppose this is a cause worth verifying. How do you pronounce penalize, or can I say? Okay, yeah, it could be. You could call it penalize or penalize. Both of them are work. You probably find some regional variations, but not because penal as in penal colony or penal as in penalty. They both work. So I wouldn't sweat that if that's what you were worried about. Hey, you still back some time taking a long ass lunch. Nice. You got a Christmas party with friends tomorrow. That's where you get called for a meeting on a Sunday. I would take back even more time if they're gonna, unless you're getting paid to work that time. To hell with them. Take a long lunch Monday too. Welcome. You say penalize and someone says you're wrong. No. No, they're just being old sticky beaks. Don't you worry about them. Be quiet. I am mentally preparing myself. But you say penalize. Penalize. Don't sweat it. The most important thing is that you're understood. Huh? How can this be? You said that wasn't a bad word. You totally fell for it. I'm the, how do you say, alpha? His introduction's kind of a train wreck, huh? You're okay with them sweeping, and though the best soundtrack doesn't that Hades too. I mean, I'm not okay with them sweeping, but then again, I'm not okay with games that use the regurgitated AI. So there, my hat is in the political ring. I don't care for Expedition 33. I don't care for Arc Raiders, and you will not be seeing those games on this channel. I know they're devastated at this news. Anyway, should we shut this down and try again? No, this will never work if we don't take it seriously. We see this through to the end. Alright then. Sorry about the Saeva, but you probably got the main message. I sure hope so, but I will reiterate, just in case. As soon as we're done talking, we will unlock the door to your sinmate Athera's room. Once you have exchanged instructions, it is time for you to figure out how to escape. Always remember, trust and teamwork are super important. Help and rely on each other. That is all. Good luck and see you soon. The screen turns black. You're getting paid that you can claim some time off, but you are taking a longer lunch. There you go. That's how you do it, Brady B. I'm speechless. My previous theory can't even begin to explain what I just watched. Is this a prank? A social experiment? And am I on some foreign reality TV show? What could anyone gain from something like this? I just want to go home! Suddenly, the door next to my bed cracks open a bit. I cautiously step away. Right, they said my sinmate would be in that room, an individual who committed the sin of wrath. Does that mean they're a violent person? Are they going to attack me? At last, the door fully opens, and a jarringly relaxed girl pops inside. Cyber boy! Finally, I get to meet you in person. She has the body language of a drunk person, but her face indicates she's sober. That's quite the assessment. She doesn't seem like a threat, but all my brain cells are screaming that I don't have the energy to deal with someone like her, and that I'm needing to get out of here. But my mouth starts moving before my feet. We know each other? Why, yes, I've heard a lot about you. Those TV people said your name was Saeva, and that you're my wrath buddy. So you're Athera? Athera nods. Okay, so we can communicate. Maybe she can help me figure out the situation. Do you know why we're here? But Athera only gulps and stares at me blankly. I'm sorry, but I don't have time to beat around the bush. I mean, they said it's because I'm angry and grumpy. But do I seem that way to you? No. Admirably chipper even. Then, do you know where we are? Nope. I'm afraid I'm as clueless as you. And why do you seem so relaxed? Oh, there's no point in worrying. If this place is safe, I'd just be making a fool of myself. And if I'm done for, then I'd rather have a good time before I die. She has a point, but is it possible to actually internalize that mindset in a situation like this? A companion who's just like you. Very funny. Anyway, we're buddies, right? So we'll find out the answers to your questions together. Right, but shouldn't we first try finding an exit? Oh yeah, it's escape room time. I've played plenty of video games based on that, so you're in good hands. Oh, that too, but I meant escaping this building as a whole. Huh. You plan just walking out of here? How bold. But, of course. Every building has an exit, and I don't want to stay here even a second longer. In fact, this is outrageous. How dare they do this to us? Oh no. Don't tell me you want to speak to the manager. You may have forgotten it. I mean, it's easy to do, Brady B. Everyone lavishing all the love and praise on it. It's just. It was never going to come up at the Keeleys. I'll put it that way. But hey, I am an implacable hard ass when it comes to this. If folks want to look past it, if folks can excuse it, hey, vaya con Dios. But for me and my house, it's as good as dead. I'm not joking. Why should we put up with this? Because it's not up to us. I'm pretty sure they made it hard to leave without their permission. I'll keep an eye open for your sake, but I don't want to anger those who put us here. If we can't find an exit, we need to play along and do what they say. Otherwise, you're putting both of us in danger. Can you do that? Contrary to her initial cheerfulness, Athera's manner of speaking has become diplomatic and cold. How can I be so thoughtless? Arcadians represent a huge threat, and they shouldn't be taken lightly. The Pharaoh is probably scared of the situation after all. I should give her a reassuring smile. Yeah, I don't see why not. What kind of face is that? I mean, fair point. Mace, that's me smiling. We should work on that then. Can we focus on getting out of here instead? Good call. The room isn't going to escape itself. This should be fun. Right, yeah, so... Yes, so this demo here is you got two options. The full demo, according to the game, runs like more than 10 hours, which is impressive in length, but more time than we have. So we're doing the quick demo, which is just the first escape room segment. I think there's like 14 characters in total, and obviously there's gonna be like a lot more interaction. They call it like the full demo, I guess, covers like the first arc, I guess you call it. All right. So how new are you to this kind of thing? We could probably, flail a bit, but we're here to, check out what the game has to offer. I have no idea what to do. That's okay. Fortunately, you've got me with you. The simplest part of escape rooms is inspecting stuff. You'll often notice things just by taking a closer look. As long as you're thorough, you don't have to worry about missing anything. What else is there? Oh, right! Sometimes you have to pick things up and put them somewhere else. Use item correctly is another big part of escape rooms. Yeah, me personally, I have done exactly one escape room in my lifetime. It was in Branson, Missouri, at a family reunion. And being Branson, Missouri, it was like you were trying to escape an F5 tornado, but again, being Branson, of course, there was plenty of Jesus involved. But it wasn't my choice anyway. We did get out in time, for the record. And of course, don't try brute forcing everything on your own. I'm here too. I also want to have fun. That being said, would you like me to take care of things if you get stuck? Oh, so there's okay. So if you're absolutely flummoxed, you want me to do it for you? Sure thing. You can count on me. We will do our best not to get stuck, of course. If you ever do get stuck, just talk to me and we can figure out something, I'm sure. That's about it. It's mostly a learning by doing thing. Don't worry, you got this. Well, that wasn't an in-depth explanation at all, but I can't bring myself to complain when she looks so excited. Okay, so let's start poking around at stuff. Check the desk. I try opening the drawer, but it won't budge. That's whack. I can't see a keyhole anywhere, nor any kind of switch. Wait, we're in the far future and whack is still part of the slang? Maybe we're not supposed to open it yet? Yet. Ooh, item. Ooh, what's that? Looks like a flower to me. I got a few of those in my room as well. I'm sure they'll be useful somehow. You should pick it up. Okay, oh wait, we have inventory. Hooray! Of a painting that looks kind of Pong-like. The Pharaoh steps in front of the painting and rubs her chin, deep in thought. I see. Yes. This all makes sense to me now. Oh, what does? Why I never went to art school. I have no idea what this is supposed to be or mean. Really? It's one of those sliding puzzles, although usually there's one spot missing, so you can slide stuff around. Don't you think one half of it looks jumbled? For example, if you imagine that part next to this one, the edges would line up. Oh wow, you're right. I was wondering why the other half looked normal, but we're probably supposed to fix it. Yeah, I'll give it a try. Oh, okay, so I click them and then move. Okay, so I've got like a brown set of yeah, there we go. It's not busy enough to be Hieronymus Bosch, but it's kind of along those lines, I think. Nope, that's not it. Okay, yeah, those kind of line up together, but I tell you what, let's come back to that one. Let's go, click on some more stuff first. Is it just me, or is this he kind of wobbly? Huh, you're right. That definitely means we're supposed to turn it around. The Fairy's Escape Room Wisdom number 6. If something seems broken, it's broken on purpose. Do you actually write a guide like that? Nah, I just made that up on the fly. Unless you'd be interested in reading it. Not really. Saiva, you got no game, bro. I'm exhausted. The fairy dramatically plops herself on the seat. You can take care of the rest from here, right? Fine, fine. I'm just kidding. She stands back up again. It's a comfy chair, though. I'll give it that. Okay, so we can still turn this one if we need to. So you have one of those plants, too. The edges on its leaves look kind of suspicious, don't you think? Well, you think it's related to a puzzle? If we need to change something about the plants, then how do we get it to bloom? Do we need to water it? That's some nice out-of-the-box thinking, though I'm not sure we even have to go that far. So she suggests that we can do something else to it. I place a flower on one of the leaves. It slots itself perfectly into the indentation, as if attracted by a magnetic force. Hey, that looks promising. I guess this confirms the flowers have something to do with the plants. Okay, so we got, what, 1, 2, we have 4 more potential flowers. Interesting. Your blanket has a different color than mine. And you think that could be important? Yep, that's exactly the kind of thing you got to pay attention to. But I don't know what to do about it yet. Okay, so maybe we solve that. We get a flower. I tried to open the door, but oh, it's locked. I mean, yeah, it wouldn't be much of an escape room if all you had to do was walk outside. I guess so, but this is the exit. And that other door is between our 2 rooms, and what's that third door good for? How should I know? Let's find out. Okay, so there's still that one. Not sure where that's supposed to be. We'll come back to that. That's blocked out. Oh, here, flip blanket. Hey, there we go. Hey, look, there's something under my blanket. There's another flower. I'll bring it along. Oh, you're not gonna last 5 minutes. Oh no. You're fine, Brett. To be. No, I was just going on about the game. Okay, yeah, so we checked there. Still have that to do. That's locked. I think we're done there. Well, this one's locked too. It does make me curious to know what's on the other side. Okay, so that's the other one. So this must be to Athera's room. Isn't that the door you came in through? That's right. My room's on the other side. It's not that exciting since it looks pretty much it's like yours, but feel free to come in. Oh, well, looky there. Another flower for our collection. After those two people stopped talking, the screen went black, but now there's this rectangle on it. Does it look like some kind of battery? Maybe there's a huge game controller charging somewhere. Or maybe it's a screen for a mini-game. Oh, or maybe some kind of progress bar. Why does only video game stuff come to your mind? We didn't take this seriously. Although, a progress bar doesn't sound that unrealistic. Right? Let's hope we can fill this up soon. Oh, you were right. Your blanket is more bluish than mine. See? Our rooms are similar otherwise, so that has to be a clue for something. Huh, your blanket has a different color on the inside. I think we should try... Hey, Andrea. Good to see ya. Welcome. How's things? Hope you and Dante are well. We're just we're continuing with our coverage of the Choose Wisely Festival. We're doing a bit of an escape room right now, but always good to see you, Andrea. Flip your blanket, swap blankets, or wear our blankets as capes. Well, then we tried that. We swap blankets. Eh? What would be the point being that? That way mine would be bluish and yours would be reddish? Now what the point being that? Traditionally gendered colors or something? If you're not real traditional, the fairy demonstrably clears your throat. Red used to be considered a masculine color, since it can be associated with blood and war. Meanwhile, blue is perceived to be calm and pretty, and as a result, a feminine color. Basically, if you want gendered blankets, we would need to change them. Alright, then let's not, but we can still try swapping them. Ha, I'm on to you, you perv. You just want to sleep with my scent around you, do you? Don't you? No, I never want something like that. You know, it's almost a little hurtful when you get that defensive about it. Okay, we'll come back to that. You're thinking of taking a boxing class. And you that you went, but you couldn't walk. Oh wow. How'd you get there? The fairy has the same plan as me, just mirrored. Hey, this one's wobbly too. Now I have wobbly sleep in each room. You know what that means? No. I don't have the remotest idea what that means. Neither do I. Ooh, there we go. When I let go of the seat, a jingle resounds. I don't know what more of a jingle, more of a whap. I'm pretty sure that's a good sign. She tries turning the seat again, but this time it won't budge. Yep, we're done here. Thank you, chairs. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she improv to haiku that rhymes, but no, it's... Yeah, that's not going to be anything. Well, yeah, I hope the dream wasn't too disturbing, Andrea. But you are taking... But are you still thinking of taking the boxing class, or are we treating that as a potential bad omen? Oh, this one won't open either. Hey, be glad. That's one less thing to worry about. Let's focus our attention on the other stuff here. Okay, yeah, so they changed. Oh, let's closer look. What is this? We got a flower. Looks like the kind of a chair? Seems to have something to do with the flowers in here and something else? What a strange symbol. You want to try it? Sure, go for it. Okay. Oh, so we're it's telling us we've tried that. I guess try flipping the blanket. I see. That way they both be the same color on the outside. Yeah, that could work. We both grab one end of the blanket and flip it over together. As soon as it's in place, a jingle can be heard. Whap! Hey, nice one, Zaiva. Say, are you noticing a pattern here? Oh, a pattern for what? The puzzles we're solving. Our rooms had subtle differences at first, but we've been getting rid of them bit by bit. Does that bother you? I personally think symmetry is a nice thing. Sure, it's nice to look at and all, but a room reflects your personality similarly to how your outfit does. So while they aren't forcing us to wear prison uniforms, they're still trying to tell us you're not special. Or something. Why would we be wearing prison uniforms? Maybe just overthinking things. Okay, so bed, check. Oh. Okay, so that... Oh, hang on. I think that this is telling us where... Okay, yeah, so for the flowers, the first one we had needs to be the second one from the top. This one needs to be on the bottom. Wait, all right. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom. We got 3 at the bottom. Let me just check my work. Oh no, okay, so 3 at the bottom. This one needs to go at the second down. So yeah, 3 at the bottom got to go here. Then you go there, and we don't have an indicator for that one yet. But we're getting there. Oh, not as well. Ours are basically symmetrical. That makes sense. Okay, that's that way. And this is the other door. Also locked. Oh well. That's good news, though. It means everything we need to get out of here is in one of our 2 rooms. Oh, that's one way to look at it. Okay. Yeah, the chairs are done. Doors are done. Bed's done. Yeah. Working on that. That's closed. What's this painting? Your painting is similar to mine, except the other half is jumbled. Maybe this one's easier to solve? Oh, okay. I see. So, whoever... I'm assuming that's a person or people are over there. There we go. Okay, so let me take a visual I guess note here. Yeah, so the people are down at the bottom, and we got like the 2 bouldery looking things up on the top. Do you know what country the dance for this team? I don't. It says it's a team called Kigyodev. Kigyodev. Nice one. I'll take care of the other painting now. I wouldn't want you believing you're the smarter one around here. You may say that like that, but I think you just want to be helpful. What? How dare you accuse me of such a thing? Despite her words, she leaves the room with a big grin on her face. Shortly after an electronic sound can be heard, are you sure it's not a jingle? And a fairy comes back. I guess we're even now. That takes care of the paintings. Wait, shouldn't we have a flower then? Oh, okay, so the one that we already have needs to go in the top right. Let's go and do that now. Right? Yeah. Upper left, bottom left, upper right. Yeah. So there's two more apparently. There's some unusual names. Yeah. Although they just say it was the game is set in the far future, so maybe they've taken some liberties. Who knows? So this suggests we have one more flower to go. But what are we short? So we're done with that. We're done there. No, we're done. We're done. That same thing mirrored. No. See, the only thing that we have left to click on is the bed and the plant. Yeah, bottom left, middle left, top right. Bottom left, middle left, top right. Yeah, same plan as we just mirrored. Yeah, we put the correct flower and the correct indentation. Yeah, so it's breaking a password. That will make it sound fun. Okay. So yeah, we got that. It's just yeah, that's what we have, right? Oh, wait, okay, actually, hang on. Okay, see the pink one, top left. What if we try this one instead? Can I do that? Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Yeah, I can't interact with any of those. You're going to put a flower on my plant? I have my own flowers too. You should say that. Or show that. But there's no indication she has her own flowers. Okay. Pink, top left. Purple, bottom left. Red, top right. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to do that. Oh, so I guess if you right-click, you pull up a map, which means there's a map. Okay, so I don't... Yeah, we're done with the paintings, and why can I still click on them? Anyways, okay, so yeah, the symbol is the... No, it's where the plants go, where the flowers go on my plant. I think we sussed that out. It's saying there's one more thing to unlock, right? But this is the only other thing I can click on other than the paintings. But again, there's nothing there. Yeah, okay, I got that. Yeah. So we got this one here, pink, pink, upper left, purple with 3 at the bottom, lower left, red, upper right. Oh, but one thing I don't get, those symbols are facing the wrong way. Wrong way? Yeah, my plan is flipped. Ours are pretty much mirrored. This is showing the hint for my room. But oh, god damn it. Okay, so pink is upper right. Purple is lower right. Purple is lower right. And then what's this one? Upper left. Okay. So now she has... Oh, she takes 3 additional flowers she's apparently been hoarding in her pockets. Would have been nice to know. And disappears through the door. And comes back after a ridiculously short amount of time. Oh, that truly was just a sec. How'd you do that? Well, with the sample solution right here, it truly was a piece of cake. Thanks for doing all the heavy lifting. The sipping isn't that bad when he does most of the work for you. Hey, don't get used to it. Fine, fine. But you did well. Now we finally give those poor plants a break. Congratulations, you did it! The fairy turned around to face our TV. You've done well in sorting out your differences. Do you not feel you have grown closer? Well, either way, you did what we asked you to do. This was a nice little warm-up, so now you think you're ready for your first proper task. That is, meeting the other 12 participants. To make the process more formal, we require that you save every participant's basic information on your DA, a digital assistant. Of course, the catch is you don't have a DA yet. You have to find one first. You scatter them all around this place, so have fun looking for them. Therefore, your orders are twofold. Familiarize with the other participants as well as this building. Once all 14 DAs contain information on all participants, your task will be considered complete. We have unlocked the door to the hallway, so we won't hold you up any longer. Make lots of new friends! That is all. Door unlocked. Hey, Oliver. Thank you for the watch streak. How you doing? Hope you and Boom are well. Then what are we waiting for? Part nervous, part excited, Affair opens the door and steps outside. I follow closely behind. I said stop walking, hey! Mere seconds after stepping out in the dimly lit hallway, a young man calls out to us. Confused, Afera and I stop dead in our tracks. Ah! Apparently that wasn't to the man's liking. Couldn't you hear me? Why'd you let the door fall shut behind you? The door? We cast a glance behind us. Indeed. The heavy metal plate shut on its own. Oh, that. Is that bad? Oh, I'll let you hope you find out what you want to regret it, but that was our last chance to get outside. Oh, the other doors are locked too. Now they mention that the entire hallway is lined with doors identical to ours. Okay, and? I'm gonna guess those are the rooms everyone else woke up in. Wasn't anything important in ours, so why would you want to get in? Well, even if it were true, I'd made it my job to find loopholes around here. And you happen to forget the second locked door in the back of your room. It's impressive we managed to neglect that. While the fashionable man's attitude is reigniting my anxiety, Afera remains unimpressed. Well, now it's locked for good. You should have done something more specific if you wanted to help us to keep it open. You're good? Good. Glad to hear. Yeah, doing okay. Yeah, just just the usual for the most part. Having fun with the festival. Streaming a lot more than usual just because I got a lot of games to get through. And finalizing plans for next month, which is going to be, well, it's going to be a little tight, but that's it just because I've got a tax payment looming next month, which is going to be considerable. But other than that, things are just fine. So that's where you are. Were you waiting for the rooms the entire time? Yep. Could you save the effort? I thought we were a team. Don't run off like that. Sorry. We should probably introduce ourselves. Okay, let me guess. This is Team Vanity. Yeah, two people per team. If they're Team Wrath, I assume, yeah, we're gonna have, so the 7 deadly sins times 2. My name is Forrest, and this is my lovely partner, Asher. The sarcasm was uncalled for. I'm Afera, and this awkward little kid here is Saeva. You're Team Wrath, am I right? I think that's the only one we were missing. Right, although I'm not sure how well that name actually fits us. Ah, tell me about it. How do you think we feel about being Team Lost? Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, it's not great, but in fairness, I knew it was coming. I just... it was poor planning on my part to schedule a trip on this in the same month where I need to make my tax payment, but oh well. I don't want people's first association with me to be that, you know. Then it wouldn't be if you didn't keep bringing it up. Are you joking? They're gonna check our profiles anyway, so I'd rather be upfront about it. Wouldn't you be wary of anyone with that sin? I don't know. That's not the worst sin to be associated with. Not really. I think it's pretty obvious our sins are based on our crimes or our personalities. You think so? But don't people commit crimes that align with their personality? I'm just saying we didn't necessarily commit sex crimes, and Team Wrath isn't necessarily the most violent or dangerous. That'd be a little too on the nose now, wouldn't it? I sure hope so. Oh, but there's no guarantee, is there? It's possible we're trapped in here with all sorts of dangerous individuals. I think the rest are pretty slim. We already talked to everyone, and they all seem pretty nice. Well, I was being a bit generous, but most of them had some degree of social competence, yes. I said, where the hell are they? For 14 people, it sure is empty around here. Oh, they should be upstairs. Since all the bedroom doors are locked, we quickly lost interest in this area. I only came back down because I was looking for Asher. Just like Afera, these two are acting way too relaxed. Instead, we discuss some real questions. Like it was always well planned. Well, Yeah, but and that's on me. I brought it on myself, but it's fine. It'll be fine. You know, I've been talking it up long enough. It'd be silly for me to just to bail because of a comparatively minor inconvenience. No, I will. No, everything is locked in. You know, flights are locked in, hotels are locked in. I will be going to the Great White North next month, and I'm going to hang out in Toronto for 6 days or so. And then I'm going to go. I'm going to once again attempt to recreate the Long Dark IRL, and have myself an Aurora experience. Those others. Do any of them remember what brought them here? Forrest and Asher exchange surprised glances, then laugh. What? Is it like a trick question? How about? No, do you? No, me neither. The last thing I can clearly remember is just a normal, uneventful day. I hung out in my room the whole time. Same here. Nothing involving meeting a dangerous organization. Is it a dangerous organization? Okay, Brady B. I know we didn't lock in where these people are from, but if they're spelling organization with a Z or Z, I think we can safely say they're somewhere in North America. Hope this guy's on your side. I hope so too, Oliver. I did technically see the aurora last time, but they're like two duck snorts worth of aurora, before the clouds rolled in. Well, who do you think the two people from the video work for? Venatris. That's what we decided to call them since their names are so long. Whoever their boss is, they must have a huge amount of cash and power. I wonder what that deal is. Ransom money, maybe? I was being optimistic. What if this is all some spectacle for rich people to bet on our lives? So, reality TV. Oh no, I don't want to turn against you. That's horrible. And not at all an overdone cliche. But also, what do you think my chances are? A lot of people are betting on me to win. A lot of people better be betting on me to win. Oh yeah, the whole Danganronpa thing. If I was one of the most popular ones, I wouldn't be able to recover from that. I don't know when I started shaking again, but the current topic definitely didn't help. I've never dealt with a situation like this before. I was never confronted with so much uncertainty and fear. For the past 19 years, I've been an upstanding citizen and got to live a peaceful life in return. Oh, you got to? How about that? I followed every law, every rule, every social convention, so why is this happening to me? And for some reason, the others seem to have adapted already. They're just accepting the situation with how it is, without so much as a complaint. What's up with that? They have fears of steel? Or am I the one who's overreacting? Suddenly, I noticed something nudging my arm. Hey, you alright? I'm snapped out of my thoughts, and the shaking stops. I'm fine, just a little overwhelmed. Sorry, we're just joking around, Should we change the topic? After casting one more cautious glance at me, Affair lets go of me. That's probably a good idea. Earlier you mentioned checking our profiles. What did you mean by that? Oh, that's one of the functions of the DAs. As soon as you meet someone, it shows you all the basic information you could want about them. Too much information, actually. My weight should have been nobody's business. Either way, I should already be saved on yours. Here, let me show you. Forrest appears at Athera and me, her eyes wandering between our hands and our pockets. Oh, you think, we didn't get ours yet. Oh, duh, you just woke up. She gently boxes her own skull. I'll show you on mine, then. Okay, so there it goes. This is us. So we're 19. We are Metric, Sin, Wrath, Athera, okay. Oh, and we got a little heart. Okay, yeah. I assume this is this is where our relationship meter is. And we get Asher Luteus. Forest. Yeah, Brady. These are some unique names, that's for sure. And then we got these two. How do we even know their height? They were on a TV screen. Damn, that really is cool. You know what? You can borrow my DA until you find your own. Without waiting us for a sector offer, she grasps my hand and studies it for a second. Then she places her device in my palm and clasps my fingers on top of it. Oh, are you sure? Of course! It currently helps you more than me. Just give it back to me later. Besides, if I really needed one, I'm sure Asher would let me use his. We'll see about that. Either way, we've held you up long enough. Why don't you go ahead and meet the others? That's a good point, thanks. But it was nice talking to you. Sure was. I might even forgive you for the door thing. Bye-bye! She met the people and why didn't they have the info filled in already? Well, because plot, Oliver. Because plot. Or maybe it noticed that the holder of the DAW changed hands, and thus we don't know those people. But probably just plot. Anyway, Athera and I continue along the hallway. What was that about? What? Well, as I'm engaging with Athera, my primary focus is elsewhere. That thing Forrest did? The hand? Yeah? To make sure they were really locked, I checked the handle of every door we pass. She was totally hitting on you. That was such an obvious excuse for physical contact. Okay. It's not that I don't believe those two, but verifying that the doors are locked myself is the only way I can stop hoping they made a mistake. Hey, are you even listening to me? What's worrying you so much? What isn't worrying me? Maybe let's start with the fact we're dealing with a terrifying underground organization. Even though it's hard to believe something of this scale went unnoticed by the government. Still, Michael happens to be getting the hell out of here. Why is no one taking this seriously? Look, I don't know what's going on with you, but let me suggest something really wild. What if we're dealing with what if what we're dealing with is the government? You don't think the hole has safety railings? No, I imagine the OSHA doesn't have much sway down here. Huh? You're thinking the police is involved, but why would they do this to innocent civilians? You can drop the act. Vanessa said we're buddies, right? That what we did was similar? And then what did you do? I used to have a really bad temper. You could have even called me a bully. So I'll admit putting me in Team Wrath isn't completely inaccurate. What about you? They must be punishing you for a reason. Well, I've been busy thinking about it, and maybe it's the fact I've been wasting my time. I graduated high school a few weeks ago, and I haven't even looked into what I want to do next. How is that enough for you to get punished? Wouldn't you have to refuse work way longer than that? I mean, I'm not sure what the latest guidelines are. Okay, so refusing to work gets you thrown in jail. Maybe it could be in Britain. It's possible they voted on it, make conditions more strict, and I neglected to keep up with the news. If that was my fate, I'd accept it, but why am I still alive? Shouldn't they just kill me? Oh, this is way too fishy. What if it's the group of evil rich people after all? I don't want to die! So you don't want to die, but you'd be okay with the government killing you? Of course, that's what it means to be an upstanding citizen. Society would be better off without me. So how on earth did you end up here then? That's what I'd like to know. Either way, try to wipe the evil millionaire thing from your mind. That's not what's happening here. Yeah, aim higher. Go for evil billionaire. Venetris said they're giving us a chance to prove our worth. I think as long as we follow their instructions, they'll let us stay alive. How can you be cheerful about this? We could still die! If it wasn't for our current situation, we'd already be dead. So I'm grateful for the opportunity. I mean, yeah, people are taking this remarkably well. I'll show them that I'm not a bully anymore, that I get along with everyone just fine. Same goes for you. They'll see they were wrong about you if you make some friends here. And I think you already made one. Oh, come on. Okay, I know we're the protagonist. I know we're a 19-year-old male. Are we this dense? Oh, who could that possibly be? Person who's been by my side the whole time? Me, you dumbass. Despite being called a dumbass, I can't help but smile. Oh, your bully is showing. Is goofball better? I nod. See? I'm working on it. Yay! Increased affection! We keep walking along the corridor, eager to meet the other participants. Oh, and that's the quick demo. Yeah, they said about an hour, and we've been going for about an hour and 5. Nice! Okay, the entire first route. That's going to take 10 hours, according to the game. I'm good, thanks. Oh, okay, yeah, so it's under active development. Insider support is on the Ko-Fi. Ah, so not a Patreon, but a Ko-Fi. That would explain the coffee cup. Carry to play the first 2 routes, while a third route is actively receiving monthly updates. Or you can wish, yeah, it can get, yeah, and if anyone's seeing these and they're curious, yeah, a wish list helps way more than you think. It puts the game on the radar on Steam, and like, Steam is where pretty much everything happens these days, for good and for ill. Okay. So yeah, that was the quick demo for artificial selection. Again, with the acknowledgement that yeah, there's another fuller demo, but 10 hours is a lot. Yeah, Oliver, dumbass, goofball, knucklehead, all definitely applicable. But yeah, I think there was. I mean, what was he gonna say? Someone from Team Lust was gonna be their new friend. Yeah, but again, we're the video game protagonist. You're gonna end up being a little bit dense, if only for plot reasons. Anyway, yeah. So that was the demo for artificial selection. Interesting stuff. I am curious about the broader world that is being in play here. Like, are they right? Is this some sort of secretive government population control thing? Like they're trying to weed out antisocial behavior through Danganronpa style reality TV? Don't know. But yeah, just to reiterate, so the demo, as you can see, it is available on Steam, and like the scroll said, if you do, but you can get the whole first section in the full demo on Steam. If you want the first 2, you gotta back Kigyodev on their Ko-Fi. I think you right down there. I think you get access to the beta. But yeah, so I'm glad I checked that one out. It's enough to get me to wishlist it and watch for updates as it goes forward. But yeah, so Twitch folks, hang on just a second. I'm going to throw on some highlights, and we'll move on to the next demo. YouTube friends, thank you for hanging out. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.